I think they chose it for me to come to Austin, Texas. He asked me, "You been there before?" I say, "No, hell no, I never been there." And then I don't know where Texas also. So I don't know anywhere I'm going, to be honest. I need to go to a country who believe in me, to open a new chapter of my new life. When people think refugee, I'm one of them. People don't identify me, I identify myself. Hello, my name is Qusay Hussein. I'm 29 years old. And then right now I'm studying at UT, the University of Texas. Austin is the amazing city. You don't see a lot of borders here to find friends. For example, if one day I don't go there, people text me, "Where are you today?" Because America, how much they give me, I will give back to this country. To be honest, everything back to the community, to the society. I hear anti-refugee in the news, make me sad. Most refugee, when they enter, they look just for a new life because they could not tolerate the situation in their country. My life before I get my accident was very cool. We live in a kind of small town outside Mosul. I am in a big family actually, 6 brothers and 1 sister, and my mom and dad. We have a neighbor next to us. Me and Ibrahim was very close friends, like brothers, more than brothers. So we was sitting and drinking tea and joking, me and my brothers and the neighbor brothers. That day, I just wanted to be going to the stadium, to be honest. I want to go there to play. The day of the bombing was, it was Thursday, August 3rd, 2006. It is open field, anyone can to watch there. So this car, or the truck, he come in the middle of the stadium. And then he smiled, and then he looked left and right, and then he pushed his hand on the horn. When the explosion happened, I flew into the air. My face come to the ground before my body. And then I stood up to run, and then when the shrapnel hit me, I could not move anymore. Looks like electricity shake my body. Could not see anymore. I just hear people shouting. A few seconds, I felt somebody slapped on my stomach. Ibrahim, he died. It was him. The explosion, what happened, is killed 16 people and 56 injured. My dad looked for me. He said, "What is Qusay?" He didn't recognize me because no nose, no cheek. So in our village, we don't have big hospital. We have just a clinic, small clinic, basically 3 room to 4 room, few nurses and 1 doctor, no more than that. The doctor, he come to me, he told my dad, "Go take care of your other kids. Qusay, in half hour, he will die." And I heard his voice, he crying. And I say, "Dad, don't leave me, I will die." And then my dad and his neighbor drive to the Mosul. We come to the checkpoint for American soldiers. They took me out from the car. A few minutes later, I felt helicopter. When they come to the ground, I heard a lot of people shouting in English, and then I went in a coma for 12 days. When I woke up, I don't know where am I. The interpreter, she told me in your file is explosion. I start remember everything. I say, I don't care about myself. I said, where is my brothers? Because I know they was with me in the stadium. I told her, open my eyes. And she say, we could not open your eyes. Not today. So I'm in a coma for 12 days. So my family, they don't know any news about me. They did a funeral for me. When an interpreter, he called my dad, he didn't believe it. I'm still alive. He said, looked on his right hand. What do you see there? The interpreter, he say, I see his name written in tattoo. My dad, he said, yeah, this is my son. When we arrived to home, my dad, he kind of like told everyone, when you see Qusay, you will shout or cry. Don't scare him. I need you to act normal. Don't do anything ridiculous. They crying silent. They don't want to make me to hear their crying. So 3 of his son injured in a room. Luay, Uday, and me. My dad, like, he does not sleep in the night because he just watch us if we need anything. We were not able to go back to the base for treatment. The road was dangerous. 2006 and 2007, it was very ridiculous years for Iraqi people. Qaeda control Iraq that time. They targeting like basically civilian people. Pain, a lot pain. Without medicine, I could not sleep. Thinking a lot what my life will be. This took 2 years of doing nothing. So one time I was listening to the TV and I heard about Doctors Without Borders. One of the report, he say, we are in Amman.
In this surgical unit in Jordan, far from Baghdad.
You could call this phone number, you see it down on the screen. Oh hell, I could not see it. And I ran to one of my brother. He dialed on my phone number and then I called. 11 days later, I think, I get message. Qusay, congratulations. Doctors Without Borders, they approve you, so we need to make passport as soon as possible. I'm like, I'm a dream or this show. I was so happy. It's just amazing. So when I went in Amman, we met Dr. Ashraf. Dr. Ashraf started reading the report and then he say, oh, Qusay, you were not able to see. That time, I confirmed I'm blind. So,
What did you feel?
devastated. Like the hopes is gone. I don't want to be alive anymore. So I went, wash my body, start pray, crying. So I said, God help me. I said, this is I'm gonna test. I will pass the test, I will fail the test. In Jordan, Amman, I did over like 35 surgery. Dr. Nasser, he worked for me like tirelessly to help me. First of all, my eyelid not correctly, so he helped him to lift him up, and then the nose, he built it. The 3 years I spent with Doctors Without Borders in Amman is the most beautiful years for me. All the doctors, they're amazing. Nurses and people, they are all of them amazing, wonderful support. So yeah, I built my relationship with them, and also I built good relationship with the patients. Doctors Without Borders, they took us. They have, we call them like kind of psychological activity, people do activity for them. So they took us to the Dead Sea. So I noticed in the bus, people dancing, loud music, even they have injured, like severe, but they are happy. When I saw those things, I started analyzing. How about if I do that every week? So I asked my friends, who like go next Friday to the Aqaba or Batra or visiting park or stuff like that? So I started doing that every single week, going there to the different places in Amman. The happiness, the smile, the places they visit, the picture they share, the pictures they send to their family. See, we went these places. I start feeling independent with my friends, and I start navigate the downtown of Amman on my own. I met many people, many different culture, different diversity. Truly, I find myself, after my injury, who I am, what I can do. My main goal is to get education, to start speaking English, to learn a new language, open a new page for my new life. I did apply for refugee status. My family was scared when I tried to come to the United States, especially as my dad, he rejected the idea completely. Beginning when I settled in the US, I was like, I wished I listened to my dad, because it was difficult for me. I spent many also nights crying. It's not easy. And then my caseworker bring me food. I told him I need to be out. I need to see human reaction. I need to be seeing people because I feel like tired from sitting here just by myself. He took me one of the stores. I heard a lot of people talking, so I thought I'm in heaven. After that, he registered me with the church, with the organization called Interfaith Action of Center, Texas. They teach refugee to learn English. And then after 4 months, I started able to communicate in English. And then I moved to the Austin Community College for ESL. When I took GED, I was very hesitant to take it because my English is not that great. And I get the second high scores in the region.
From Iraq is hoping to make a difference, with his first step being going to college here in Austin. And he's sharing his...
After I finished my GED in 2016, I started working for my associate.
Each one of us have something to learn and something to teach. In the fall, I will transfer to the University of Texas to pursue a bachelor's degree in psychology.
Organizations, sometimes they see my YouTube channel and then they send me an invitation. I motivate others. I just want to help others. People come to me after the event and talk to me, say, you changed something in our life today. So I feel happy about that. First speech I gave here in Austin, it was a lot, like 250 people attend my speech. So they film it for me and they send it to me and I send it to my family. When they saw it, they was crying. But my dad, he said, because I saw you, how you are on the stage. And then people stood up after you finish your speech. Right now, I think he's very proud of me. And I'm trying, I promise him to get my PhD because I told him when I left, I said, one day I will be doctor. So I'm still on my promise for him. I wish God give him long life. He see my graduation and graduate with my PhD. I didn't see my family for 8.5 years. I went in last May. It was amazing to see my family again. They've been sitting around me and I still I could hear their smile. My dad, he told me for example, 1 month, they just eat tomato paste with oil. House of my dad, one of them get bombed. Thank God they barely made it. Mosul. When you say Mosul, everything is stopped.
Around 500,000 people have fled Iraq's second largest city, Mosul.
ISIS entered Mosul 2014. So basically they stayed there 2 years. Everything, historic, human, everything destroyed. Mosul need help from everyone. When I went there, trust me, I cried. At the University of Texas, I'm studying psychology. So far, it was amazing, but it's a huge place. I think people with sight, they get lost inside it. The visual impaired people, it takes 2 hours, double from regular person. For example, the books. If everything I will find excuse for myself, I will never succeed. The difficult for people with disability, if they get isolated from the society, this one will kill him. The society, you could lift you up, you could make you sink in the bottom. Doctors Without Borders in Jordan, they give mental health care as well for patients. They come visit people who think like I have depression and talk to them, and they work with them together how they can help. When you listen to someone, you make them relief. I thought this is a good way to help others, so I decided to become a psychologist. My biggest dream is to get my PhD and go back to Doctor Without Borders in Amman and work as psychologist. I was patient, and then right now turn back doctor is something that will be just amazing. I want to tell every person in the entire world, I hope you want to be something great